Republic of India is the seventh largest country by area and the most populous democracy in the world. India is blessed with diverse topography from mountains to plains, to plateaus, deserts, coasts, and islands. With a population of more than 1 billion people, India is one of the most influential and powerful countries in the world. And with a strong-rooted history since the Indus civilization, India today holds a major place in the world not only in terms of cultural heritage but also in terms of largest and youngest population in the world. Let's look at few things and places you didn't know about India. India was the greatest producer of gems and diamonds, and the practice of diamond mining started in India itself. India was the most productive diamond mining country in the world until diamonds were found in Brazil in the early 18th century. There are now 3 active diamond mines in India, and the famous Kohinoor diamond was found in the 13th century. The 793-carat stone went from person to person and was eventually acquired by Queen Victoria during the British Raj in India. 1 million Indians are millionaires. India have one of the most dramatic wealth caps in the world, with 35% of the population of the country living below the poverty line. Those who live above it live a very different kind of life. The richest Indian in the world is Mukesh Ambani, who has a net worth of $40 billion. ISRO's Mars mission is the most cost-effective so far, simply 450 crores, that is rupees 12 per kilometer, comparable to an auto fare. India's very own Mars orbiter mission, popularly known as Mangalyaan, was launched by Indian Space and Research Organization, ISRO, back on November 5, 2013. Today it has finally made its entry into Mars's orbit, making the mission a successful bet. The high point of the mission was that it was most economical mission. The Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, made a record with its 20 successful satellite launch in orbit. It's a very proud moment for India as its biggest space mission got monumental accomplishment. The workhorse PSLV C-34 launched from the Spaceport Satish Dhawan Center in Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. Asia's cleanest villages in India, Malinam, Meghalaya. Malinam village in Cherrapunji is popularly called God's own garden. It has won international accolades for being Asia's cleanest village. It is a community-based effort for promoting ecotourism. It is interesting to note that this village has a 100% literacy rate and most villagers speak English fluently. Indians invented navigation, yoga, the world's cheapest car, and thorium-based nuclear power. Indian society can take credit for some of the most important inventions in the world. They were the first to create the concept of navigation, over 6,000 years ago using rivers and seas. Yoga was created 5,000 years ago and has roots in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. The world's cheapest car, the Tata Nano, which costs around rupees 100,000 or around $1,400. And India is the home of the first next-generation thorium reactor. The country is aiming to produce 30% of its electrical power with thorium by 2050. Bollywood's highest-grossing film made 23 times more profit than Hollywood's highest-grossing film. For every 600 films Hollywood produces, Bollywood make 1,000. They are the most profitable films too when you compare the numbers. Hollywood's highest-grossing film was 2009 Avatar, which made $2.8 billion at the box office, and it costs around $237 million to make. In contrast, Bollywood's film Dangal brought in $340 million and it costs around $10.7 million to make. Now that's profit. World's highest tea estate, Kalakumalai, Tamil Nadu. Kalakumalai Tea Estate is an hour-and-a-half-long drive from Munnar. Towering at a height of 8,000 feet above sea level, this tea estate rises above the plains of Tamil Nadu, heralded by beautiful rugged mountains on all sides. It's hard to decide which is more breathtaking, the scenic landscape or the flavorful teas produced here. Get pulled uphill by magnetic force. Magnetic Hill, Ladakh. At an altitude of 11,000 feet above sea level, Magnetic Hill is one of the must-see things on the way to Leh. It is known to have magnetic power that can pull a car towards itself even when the ignition is off. It is a thrilling experience, but it is only an optical illusion caused by Gravity Hill. Magnetic Hill is one of the world's recognized gravity hills. Nullaikai Falls, Cherrapunji, India's highest waterfall. At height of 1,115 feet, the Nullaikai Falls near Cherrapunji is India's highest plunge waterfall. Fed naturally by rainwater, this waterfall is a natural wonder. Nullaikai Falls are fed by the rainwater collected on the summit of comparatively small plateau and decrease in power during the dry season in December, February. Below the falls there has formed a plunge pool with unusual green-colored water.